Hey tankers, Bonsai Duck here. Just thought I'd give you a little tanker chat, a little channel update, see how things, let you know how things are going. Um, Things are going pretty well. The channel is doing okay, and I was a little slow in the growth right now, but that's to be expected. I'm not a huge, don't have a huge following, although I greatly appreciate the following I do have. You guys have been really good. The videos that we've been getting are really top-notch play. A lot of Ace Tanker games, some Radley Walters, some Marks of Excellence games. So been great getting those videos from you, and I greatly appreciate it. And keep up the good work out there. I've had some time to play the game myself, and I was working on ranked battles. That was a challenge to myself, to see how well I could do or how well I couldn't do. Didn't do so hot. Only made it to the third division, and I kept bouncing between 5 and 7. I couldn't quite get 7, which was a locked position, a locked rank, and locked level, and I'd get to 6 and be working on my third chevron, and all of a sudden I'd lose. So, but I learned some really valuable stuff in ranked. Playing against top notch players like that, you have to pick up what they're doing. You have to watch what they're doing and learn. And really got to play some really good tanks. I had my Leopard 1, my TV, my Skoda 5051, and the Progetto. So it was a lot of fun. It was frustrating, don't get me wrong, and I wish I could have achieved more, but there'll be next season, and we'll try it again. At first you don't succeed, try again, right? As you can see on the screen here, I have the AE Phase 1, and so that means that I was able to grind my way through front lines, through the 10 prestiges, and 300 levels that you had to go through, right, to get to it. That was a struggle. I managed to finish it yesterday, Saturday, and I started off really rough in front line. I was doing some traveling for work, which made it difficult, and I wasn't performing very well. So finally, I think it was about the third season, I really kind of sat down and really tried to pay attention to it and get a good idea of how the maps were set up and stuff like that. And since then, and with the advent of the personal reserves that they brought in, those helped a lot. I was able to start grinding and really start doing it, and got the 1951. Excuse me. And then, like I said, I picked up the AE. My impressions of Frontline this last season after going through it. I like the fact that it's 1 week a month. I like the fact that they kind of kept it about the same time of the month every year. The new map, I really like it. The old map, it's okay. I'm not going to complain. I try not to complain a lot, because there's a lot of people out there that do. I mean, there's so much crying and bitching out there. I just don't see the need to add to it. Don't get me wrong, I will give you my opinion on something at times, and I've been known to get a little tilted. But anyway, I think if I could change one thing on Frontline, just one thing, I would. Well, okay, two things. I'm sorry. I would limit the amount of wheeled vehicles in the game. 2 per. I don't know. I think that they'll never get changed. They'll always be the way they are. I think they break the mechanics of the game. I have to agree with a lot of the CCs that I've heard out there. They just break the mechanics of the game, and they frustrate players, because it just doesn't seem fair. and I know life isn't fair, but I would limit the amount of wheeled vehicles. The other thing I would do is stop teams from being able to go in and attack the objectives without taking over the bases. I don't care if you have to add time to the game. I don't. There's just nothing more frustrating than to be trying to rank up and you get a group of guys that push through an area, and then they go down there and they just annihilate the objectives. I don't know if they're doing it just to be spiteful, if they're doing it because they don't know how to play the game. I mean, let's understand the game is a farming mode. It's rank, it's experience, it's damage, it's credit grinding. There are guys out there like me who are just making tons. I made over 10 million credits this last week, right? Yeah, those would be two things I'd change. But otherwise, I really enjoy it. I do. But like I said, I was able to get the AE Phase 1, which, I feel, accomplished that I was able to accomplish that. So, as far as the channel's going, let's see. We, looking at our analytics here, we're not doing too bad. We're getting more views. We're getting more watch time. This is in the last 28 days. Subscribers, okay, yeah, we plateau. The channel gets a couple subscribers and it plateaus for a while, and then it gets a couple subscribers and it plateaus for a while. But that's fine. I'm not really concerned about the subscribers on the channel. This is YouTube. Is not going to ever make me a ton of money, and that's fine. I just enjoy doing the videos, putting them up and getting you guys' comments and stuff like that. But I'll be honest, if you could point some more people to the channel, I would greatly appreciate it. We've like I said, we're getting a ton of great videos, and it's taking me now. I think I have it down, where I sit down on Saturday morning. I get up about 4:30 Saturday morning, and I go through the videos I gathered that week from what you've submitted to me, what you posted up on the forum that I've pulled down and stuff like that. And I mean, at this point, I haven't even had to go through Watt Replay to find videos. We have a community here of guys that are submitting quite a few. So. I'll get in there on Saturday morning and I'll push through the videos. Now, most of these videos, I'll be honest with you, they're first watched. I generally do not watch them before I make my comments on them. I'll read your notes and get an understanding of what you were trying to get across in the video. But I generally don't watch them ahead of time. So these are all first watched, and we go through them that way. So my comments are live, live color comments. But I'll do that on Saturday. Then Sunday, today, I'll get up and I'll render them. And then basically by render them, even though I record them in OBS, I have to render them to get them up to YouTube, right? So I will sit and add the music, cut the garbage out, trim them up, make them look pretty. And then render them on Sunday and upload them, and then set up the whole next week. So I've got that down to a process now where as long as I don't go out of town, everything's cool. So I try to stay a week ahead of time. If I can get 2 weeks ahead of time, 2 weeks done, then great. But that generally chews up a good portion of my weekends, right? But that it is what it is, and if there's a week where if it's a week that there's not ranked or front lines or something, I generally can get a couple done during the week and then kind of build up and get stuff done. But that's the process I have down, and I, like I said, so if you're looking for your video, figure that the week you sent it to me, it should show up the next week after that. But realize that if you send it to me on Tuesday, I'm not going to record it till that Saturday, which means it may be that next week or the week after. It could take up to 2 weeks, I guess, is what I'm trying to say. So, as some of you know, I do have a Twitch channel. Been streaming quite a bit with the ranked battles and the front lines. And normally my schedule is I will stream on Tuesdays and Thursdays, and then on the weekends, Saturday and Sunday, with a pop-up stream maybe here or there. But Just trying to get the channel dialed in. I don't want a lot of clutter on the screen, stuff like that. But again, if you can swing by the channel, hit the follow button, that would be great. I'd love to be able to get to at least the 50 followers that would allow me to put subscribers up there. Basically, any of the money that comes into this channel is going into buying tanks, loot boxes. Hopefully, I could do giveaways at some point in time. So that's what it is. It's I got a full-time job and I fully enjoy that, and this is a great hobby and a great pastime. So like I said, I've set up this my PayPal account to just take money to add to the tanks that we have, so that I can start doing reviews. So as the end of the year is coming close, I'm starting to think about, well, what am I going to do next year? And I'd like to start doing tank reviews, to be honest with you, and giving the average Joe's opinion on tanks. I mean, I'm a 48 percenter, working my way to 50 and above. I'm an older player, not old, older. Yeah, I'm not a kid, obviously. Just trying to give my opinion. Whereas, you have some of the really good CCs who, for all intents and purposes, are Unicums. And, taking their opinion on a tank is good. I mean, they can give you a lot of information about it. But, how does the average Joe work these tanks? Because you watch these guys play and you can learn things about it from them. But it's more of a, how does the average Joe play this tank? How does this tank perform for you? So we're going to start with the AE Phase 1. I'm going to slowly build a review for that, and that should be coming out. So they'll be rough at the beginning, honestly. I will take any input you have on it, and we'll go from there. But I'd like to start doing reviews, a weekly tanker chat. I'm not going to give you a lot of news updates or other content providers out there that do that, and I'm just kind of give you some of my thoughts on some things and stuff like that. And that's pretty much the way that I think that I see the channel going. It will be just a little bit over a year since I started the channel. So as it is right now, it's just a little bit over a year since I started the channel. So that'll be great. It's been a lot of fun. We're up to 500 and some odd videos now. Things just keep going. Hopefully the new COPPA laws don't mess with my YouTube too much. But we'll just have to see how that goes. The federal government stepping in, trying to make the world safe for democracy, or make the world safe for everybody, I guess. So let's see, anything else? No, I don't really have any thoughts on the state of the game right now. There is an update coming out. One thing I have noticed is, since we've gone to the 1.6 version, is of course they split out the core game components from what they generally update, which means that I've been able to do replays without having to save old versions every time there's an update, which I thoroughly enjoy. Now I don't have to have this. I have a NAS that I have all the old versions of the game on, so now I can clean that up and use that for something else. I'm going to see how it works with the new 1.7 when it comes out. Just to verify that that's exactly what's going on. But it works really well. For those of you who may be getting, we all had to start with the new client, this little bad boy here. And for those of you who may be getting put on the South American server every now and then, there is a for lack of a better word, a hack out there. That four tankers and dog, I'm sorry, he put up there. And basically, not to get too in depth, I would go and watch the video. you can basically point your computer to say, hey, that South American server doesn't exist, or you can't get to it. Always go to the North American server, and I've done that, and you know, I've never gotten back on the South American server. So little tidbits like that, and maybe that's, you know, some things I'll start doing in the new year is you know, just little hacks that may or may not be able to help you. I've spent quite a few years, many years in the IT industry, and you know, so tend to help people out whenever I can with you know, their IT needs, personal computer needs, stuff like that. So anyway, that's pretty much it. Just wanted to drop a little note, say hi to everybody, get ready for the Christmas season. I hope everything is fine with you guys. Keep those videos coming. I greatly appreciate it. If you'd like to help support the channel, there's links in my YouTubes. There's links in my Twitch. Please stop by the Twitch. Come in, just say hi. You know, hit the follow button, and you know, we get some good gaming. I have a Discord channel, so if you'd like to platoon, we can do that. I platoon with some of my viewers. You know, take tank requests. So you know, just your average Joe trying to you know, make his way in the content world. But anyway, I hope everything is good with everybody. I hope you all have a good Thanksgiving, and this is Bonsai Duck out.